The Jeffery Brown murder case continues today. News Channel 8's Wes Small tells us about another witness who testified against the former police officer.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. Now, you would think that this would be day 6, but actually it's day 7 because, yes, they had court on Saturday, and that's one of the questions that I wanted to know. All right, we're going to get right into it. It is day 7 of the Jeffery Brown murder case, and let me just tell you what happened on Saturday. One of the jurors got sick and had to be taken home. He felt ill. One of the jurors had to be replaced with an alternate. Now, a little worried about the jury. We've got 14 jury members inside the big box and 3 members inside the small box. We would suppose that those 3 are alternates, and then we have a couple of extra inside the big box. It's just an education for all, especially if you don't go to court every day. I'm looking at 11 women and 6 men in the jury, and that's the breakdown of the jury pool. Now, once again, the main players here are, of course, Jeffery Brown, the former police officer who witnesses say was the driver in the JFK murder that happened in 2007. Louis Melendez, his brother-in-law, was fingered as the shooter. Marcella Brown, his wife, implicated in the homicide and possibly covering up facts, so she is implicated in this. Representing the suspects, Andrew Capdeville, representing Jeffery Brown. Bruce Bennett is Louis Melendez's attorney, and Vincent Coliani Jr., I just spoke to him briefly outside the courthouse. He represents Marcella Brown. Former Judge Alfonso Andrews heads up the prosecuting team. I just talked to him outside the courthouse as well. And let's take it to around 10 o'clock this morning after this reporter went inside. And I noticed Jeffery Brown coming in, tall, handsome, slender, had on a white shirt there with a gray tie, black pants. Hard to believe that he is a suspect in this case. He looks like a prosecutor or, yes, a police officer. To his side, and they were talking, is his wife, Marcella, who had a pink top on and with a black dress, and her hair, again, neatly in place. And then there was Louis Melendez. They came in last but not least. And I found it interesting as he sat between his wife and Jeffery Brown. And they seemed to be, Jeffrey's wife was reading a book, and it seems like Jeffrey spent most of his downtime in court looking at crime photos from JFK. Now I'm going to get you into what happened today. We had a witness that is under the protective program, and he testified against Jeffery Brown, testifying that he was a cellmate of Jeffery Brown. And he told some horrific stories, one in particular that he called the shotgun used in this case the big boy. The big boy they called the shotgun. The fact that how Louis Melendez looked as he fired that shotgun into the crowd. The fact, and this is rough to take, that one of the victim's legs came off in that shooting, and that Jeffery Brown laughed about it later on inside Golden Grove as he told this report to the witness. Well, then we had Andrew Capdeville, who represented Jeffery Brown, that literally tore apart a witness's testimony, saying that you're only testifying against Jeffery Brown because you were recently implicated in a shotgun case of your own. Very interesting. And I have to tell you something, for this reporter, if you're used to watching Law and Order or just getting these stories from the outside, when you go inside and you look at the victims, the victim's family, and how she had to be removed from the courtroom in tears, I have to tell you something, that this is a very high-profile and sensitive trial. Nonetheless, we've just gone into recess just a few minutes ago, and as you see behind me, again, the security here is off the charts, where everyone is surrounding this courthouse. I can tell you this, that prosecutors will probably end their case this afternoon. Then it will be the defense's turn, and the jury will get this case by the weekend. Just about everyone involved believes that this jury will get the case this weekend. With that, you are pretty much caught up in the Jeffery Brown murder case. I can tell you that the courtroom was packed as far as the victim side of the family was. It was kind of eerie on the other side because there's nothing but Jeffery Brown supporters like his mom and dad and a couple of family members and possibly potential witnesses on his side. But the main audience, of course, is on the victim side in this situation. Again, the jury should be getting this by the weekend. At Superior Court, it's a high-profile case, the Jeffrey Brown murder case, and now you are caught up. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
And in other news, police are trying to find a missing girl tonight. 16-year-old Jacqueline Lasanis. She's been missing since last Saturday. Jacqueline lives with her adopted mother in Barron Spot. She's 5'1" tall and is Hispanic with black hair, brown skin, has a brace on her right index finger and a scar on her right cheek. Jacqueline has red circular blotches on her right ankle. She was last seen wearing blue jeans with a black spaghetti strap top and a blue jacket. She's been known to frequent the Mount Pleasant area. If you've seen Jacqueline, please call 911 or call 778-2211 and ask for juvenile missing persons. And stay with us on News Channel 8. We have more news after the break.